Hello everyone, it is me for another time. This time I'm taking a break from model kits for another time, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Robot Spirits Pacific Rim Uprising Titan Redeemer. Now, while that name is quite interesting, it's not bad, but first and foremost, out of the package, this is not the greatest figure. Now, Robot Spirits, they do have very good sculpted detail, but when it comes to painted detail, they really start lacking. So this chrome piece, that's painted. These chrome pieces on the legs, that's painted. The pistons are painted. This little part on the Morning Star is painted. These black parts, these black vents are painted. All these other pistons are painted. The eyes were for some reason in this weird in the decal color, so they looked more like decals than anything else, so those are painted too. But this needs to be painted some orange, but I don't have any orange paint. These were also painted. That was just green, that was just gunmetal. Everything else was just green. This was gunmetal, this was green, this was green. There was a lot of green on this Jaeger, but I'm just going to take a look at the accessory. So accessory-wise, this thing does not come with much, seeing as how it only has one right hand. It has a widespread open hand. It has this weird, guess, injection lines. That's on a lot of this figure, actually. It's on this arm, a little bit on this arm. It's actually pretty much everywhere, but the way to get this on is you just pop that off and take this and plug it in, and there you go. Then you have this this nice widespread open hand. Gets its job done as an open hand. Doesn't really do all that much, but I always really prefer a fist unless it's getting up, I guess one would say. But second accessory and last accessory is this Scrapper minifigure. Now, this Scrapper minifigure is, again, very nicely sculpted, just missing a ton of painted detail. You're going to really need to get some steady hands and paintbrushes to paint this up. But again, very nicely sculpted and painted. The eyes are clean. But yet again, really needs to be painted. And scale-wise, I think this is pretty spot on. Scrapper is a very small Jaeger compared to the much larger Jaegers, but yeah, rather than that, it's pretty good. Now, articulation-wise, it's pretty good. Most of the joints are dumbbell joints, which is two ball joints with a peg in the center. Now, starting off with the feet, that has that. You can easily see that. You can just pry off the feet, and it's very nice. Feet easily go back on. And I gotta say, actually, I love the big flat feet and the big broad shoulders. Apparently, according to the wiki page, this Jaeger's design was literally had the big wide feet and the quote-unquote T-shaped frame, literally just so it could hold up this massive Morning Star. It's super badass. But yeah, so feet, ball joint, very nice. Can get a little bit of side to side. No toe at all. We have a double bend at the knee. That's quite nice. And this can shift in and out. You can kick up that far, but if you shift it out, you can kick up even further. If it's shifted in, you can only kick back that far, but if you shift it out, you can kick that far. There's a whole assembly that shifts around in there, but if you finagle it a little bit, you can most definitely get some kneeling poses out if your heart soul desires. And let's get that out of that pose. At the waist, ball joint, very nice ball joint, if I might add. Every ball joint can be a swivel. All right. At this arm, there's ball joint at the wrist. My bad. There is a double bend at the arm, but the proportions only make it so it's really only a single bend. It's a little awkward, but gets the job done. Same thing on the other arm. The arms can shift up and down, and it can move up out that far, and the armor can only permit it to move that far forward and pretty far back, actually. This arm, you can spin the Morning Star. You can even pull it out, and it doesn't go out that far, unfortunately. Wish there was like a posable chain on the inside, perhaps, but that would probably be a little more pricey. But yeah, so the head is also at a ball joint. You can do a full 360 with that. And yeah, that really kind of just wraps it up for the articulation, because it's really these Robot Spirits Pacific Rim figures were kind of a one-off chance. So yeah. So size comparison wise, I have a couple things actually. First off is the high grade Barbatos Lupus. 100% not in scale, because there's a person in there, and there's two people in here, and they're not even as tall as those eyes. They're actually a lot shorter, so not in scale. However, this is a high grade. Next up, of which I have neglected to review this time around, is the real grade Sazabi. This is not a fair comparison, because this thing dwarfs pretty much everything, honestly. Here is a big thing of obsidian I have. I actually got this years ago and it cost $24. So I now use it as a very fancy doorstop. So I'm just gonna take it out. Headphone warning. And of course, what would Pacific Rim be? Well, actually not, without a good old Godzilla. Now, this is the SH Monster Arts Godzilla, about the same size. Titan Redeemer is maybe a little bit taller, but then again, Godzilla is not standing 100% upright, and Titan Redeemer all but is. So, pretty sure SH Monster Arts Godzilla is taller. And for the last comparison, I have the big Monkey Boy. So all in all, I'd say it's a pretty good figure. I don't remember how much I got it for. I think it was maybe 20, but I actually got it as a Christmas gift, I think. So, but at the time it was 20 bucks. Now I'm pretty sure it's like 80 or something like that. Oh, excuse me, so sorry. But rather than that, it's a pretty good figure. Again, definitely needs some painted up details. But, you know, if you want Titan Redeemer for some reason, then get Titan Redeemer. And that's all. See you.